Hi, hello. This is Dr. Muthu Vemula. Today we are going to discuss about the recommendations of education commissions, committees in the post-independent India. I think one is Radhakrishnan Committee 1948-49, Mudaliar Commission 1952, National Committee on Women's Education 1958, Durgabai Deshmukh Committee we used to call, and fourth one is Kothari Commission 1964-66, and fifth one is Ashfall Committee 1992. So here we can observe education commissions with a reference to elementary education in post-independent in India. Most particularly 1948 to 49 Radhakrishnan Commission, Mudaliar Commission 1952, Durgabai Deshmukh Committee 1958 and Kothari Commission 1964 to 66. Here clearly we can mention again there are number of commissions and committees which addressed themselves to the development of education at different stages in the country. Some of them which had bearing on elementary education are the following, which are Radhakrishnan Committee, Mudaliar Commission, National Committee on Women Education, Kothari Commission, and Ashfall Committee. The first one, Radhakrishnan Commission 1948-49, which is called University Commission also. University Commission was appointed by the Government of India in 1948 under the chairmanship of the Dr. S. Radhakrishnan to look into the problems of university education. This was done considering the need of young leadership in different fields for the national development, and it was expected that this leadership will come from the educated youngsters. The second one is Mudaliar Commission 1952-53. And it is known as Secondary Education Commission also. The Secondary Education Commission was appointed by the Government of India in 1952 under the chairmanship of Dr. A. Lakshmana Swami Mudaliar to examine the prevailing system of education in the country and to suggest measures for its recognition and improvement with reference to the aim, organization, and content of this secondary education, its relationship to provide primary and higher education, and the interrelation of the secondary schools of different types. Modia Commission analyzed the problems of teachers and teacher training programs also and recommended that there should be two types of institutions for the teacher training. One is primary teacher training institutions under the control of a separate board. Here we can see to train those who have passed the school leaving certificate or higher education school leaving certificate for the period of 2 years. Second one is secondary teacher training program, institutions to be recognized by and affiliated under the graduate for period of one academic year, planned to be extended to years. The National Committee on Women Education 1958, Durgabai Deshmukh Committee, which is known as the problems of education of the girls and women. Almost half of the population in the country become a priority after independence, but as you know, traditionally low priority is given to girl education in India. The Educational Panel of the Planning Commission in July 1957 recommended that suitable committee should be appointed into the various aspects of question relating to the nature of education for girls at the elementary, secondary and adult stage, and to examine whether the present system was helping them to lead happier and more useful life. The Conference of the State Education Minister in 1957 also suggested that a special committee should be appointed examine the whole question of women education. See here, Kothari Commission, which is very popular, and also it is known as Indian Education Commission. Despite the recommendations of numerous committees and commissions and the continuous effort being made to bring about the change in education, Government of India, it was not very happy with the progress of education in the country. It was felt necessary to have a comprehensive policy of education and covering all the sector of education. Hence, the Education Commission was set up by the Government of India in 1964 under the chairmanship of Dr. D.S. Kothari, Maji UGC chairman, to advise the government on the national pattern of education and on the general principles and policies for the development of education at all stages in all aspects. The following are some of the major goals for education as visualized by the Commission and the recommendation to achieve them. One is education for increasing the productivity. Make science a basic component of education and culture. Introducing social, useful, productive work as an integral part of general education. Vocationalizing education to meet the needs of industry of the agriculture. And improving the scientific, technological, research and education in universities. Second one is education for accelerating process of the modernization and adopting a new methods of teaching, development of attitude, value, essential skills like self-study, and educating people all strata of the society means entire society will be benefited by the education and everyone has to be get the free education, emphasizing the teaching of vocational subject and science and establishing universities of excellency in the country. Third one is educating for promoting social and national integration. Introducing the common school system of public education, developing all modern Indian languages, taking step to enrich Hindi as a quickly as possible, encouraging and enabling students to participate in community living. Education for inculcation of national values, introducing moral, social and spiritual values, providing syllabus giving information about the religious of the world, and encouraging students to meet group for silent meditation, presenting before the student high idea of social justice and social services. The Kothari Commission report is to learn a critic of Indian education, and even today after of a century of year is still regarded as the most in-depth study of secondary education in India. That is the reason it's give a lot of importance in any kind of education policy. Before they are going to prepare, everyone should go through once Kothari Commission. That is the reason it is the Magna Carta of Indian education system after independence. And finally, Ashfall Committee 1992. Much later in 1992, National Advisory Committee was set up by the Government of India under the chairmanship of Professor Ashfall to suggest ways and means to reduce the academic burden on school children. After studying the problems of curriculum load in details, Ashfall Committee come to the conclusion that the problem of the load on the school children does not arise only from the faulty curriculum design or poorly equipped teachers or school administrators or textbook, but from our valuing the qualifications more than real competency for doing useful thing. It is connected with the notice of exploration and the catching of the syndrome. Ashfall Committee suggested the following quality criteria for the primary education: rank attended in school grading, participation of the society, percentage of attendance. Quality standards of education could be determined on the basis of the critical criteria, which includes the preparation of teachers, method of teaching, use of educational material, action and participation of the student, achievement of student in the school test, class management, proceedings of the teaching or work experience, and physical education, study of environment surrounding the student, various experiences, appointees, etc. So this is the information today we discussed about particularly. Please, thank you for watching.